sweet it does not sound. Amazing grace, how sweet it does not sound. Ooh, amazing grace. Amazing grace, how sweet it does not sound. For one I love has been put underground. Darkness has filled my heart, night has fallen, my pain and sorrow was my tomorrow. The one that I love has been taken away, and I hold in my heart an empty space, left with a place. Lost one I love, the Lord has returned him up above, for no man knows the time of the hour when he no longer smells the scent of a flower. Amazing grace, how sweet it does not sound. Amazing grace, how sweet it does not sound. As a man lived, he must surely die, but no one is not dry the tears that I cried. The one that I love been taken away, and I find in my heart an empty place, left with a space. Amazing. Oh, boy, I gotta find the right angle. It is Thinking Full Thursday. Thinking Full Thursday. I really, it's 8:28, y'all. And we know this, all things work together for the good, for them who love the Lord, and for those who are called according to this purpose. I wrestled, I pondered, I went into the depths of my heart. And when I went into the depth of my heart today, I was just sharing with a dear sister of mine. I'm going to get a chance to bring her on the Thinking Full Thursday segment, the listening party. Just an awesome woman of God. We celebrating her birthday. We're continuing on. Today is her new year. Her birthday was yesterday. But my dear friend Michelle, I was having a conversation with her earlier today, and we was talking about the heart. And she brought out to me that in the word heart, you can find the word ear in it. And if we would just have an ear, then we can hear what God is saying. And that hearing comes through our heart. Oh my God, my heart is heavy this evening as we prepare for this Thanksgiving holiday. I was pressing in the month of October to prepare our hearts and to receive and understand the gift that we find in our dear loved ones, and when they have passed away, the gift of memory, and to be careful in this season to not forget those who are still living and that may be still grieving. Well, I shared in my hour countdown post to prepare for the Thinking Full Thursday segment. We started out this month with speaking about the matters concerning the children, wanting to prepare our hearts to not only just think about celebrating them with a gift at Christmas, but give them a safe place, an environment that is conducive for them to discover their story and embrace their truth as they're becoming who God is calling them to be concerned about their mental health, just as we may be concerned about their physical health. Well, today, family and friends, my segment, this month-long segment, that I wanted to prepare for the children and for us to talk about the state of the mental health of the children, we're going to just shift for this day. And I want to talk about what we talked about month before last when we talked about grieving, and the process and what we go through with grieving. And I just want to say, I don't know, I really struggled with coming on this evening for several reasons. But for one reason, I didn't want to, my private life, I really aim to keep my private life private. And, but I know sometimes we have to show people our wounds or show people our hurts. And, in real time, I have no qualms with talking about and giving in testimony of, my plights and how I was able to be resilient enough and to overcome with the help of God and me and everything that is greater, was able to endure the things that the world brought to me. I try to keep my private life private, but this time I was trying to protect my heart, because when I heard the news of the passing of my father in love, as we say, not father-in-law, but father in love, when I woke up to, the voice of my husband, Charles, I was numb. And then I went through the rest of the week asking myself a couple of questions. And then a couple of days later, I came across the video that I shared in that introductory. And that video, that is my father-in-law of 21 years, and I've been knowing this man for 20 plus years, this man of God, this man that I seen him go after God's own heart and love with God's heart, but it was through every fiber of his being. But that video was from my mother-in-law, Miss Gracie, her 80th birthday. And my mother was just a few days shy from her 70th birthday, my mother, Venus Blake. And as I watched this video for the last 4 or 5 days since I've had stumbled across it, I watched it several times, and I was asking myself, what are you really seeing? And what I saw was a man that loved and demonstrated, as a father, as a husband, as a grandfather, and a man of integrity, a man of God. So as we prepare to be thankful and celebrate Thanksgiving, think on these things. I echo again, grief is tricky. You never know what stage you may find yourself in. And I'm grateful that I have an ear and I hear with my heart, and it was pressed upon my heart, and God prepared my heart to take the blow. And I was numb for a moment, and then I began to feel again when I began to look at the memories that we had in this video and watch this man of love. He fought a good fight. He kept the faith. He finishes his course. And I don't know when he came into my life, I don't know how much he planted. I don't know how much he watered, Mr. Evans watered in my life. But I know that we had conversation, and I don't have to fumble around and try to figure out what he meant to me. He meant and he represent love. He fought for his life to and for love. And so my heart is heavy because one that I love has gone down. Darkness has filled my heart while pain and sorrow floods my tomorrow. But it's the memory of love. Yes, Love. That I have in my heart to cherish you. So what I want to say to those who have left with the other family members that is here, that we can still celebrate and thank God for their existence, their being still in this earth. Pick up a phone. Go back in the day on this Throwback Thursday and write a letter. Send an email. DM somebody that may be just grieving because they lost a loved one in this season. It is enough that we lose a loved one. And it is enough that in this time, as we studied and we peeled back the layers of grief and we talked about the 5 stages of grief, it was enough that we know in this holiday season, as we are embarking on to celebrate, it was enough that we knew that this is a time that depression is at its all-time high and grieving is inevitable. Because as we celebrate in this time, we miss these loved ones that has gone on to glory. And in this time, let us not forget that grief is a tricky thing. I go back. I thank God again. I thank him again for preparing my heart so that when I was numb for a moment, when I heard the news of the passing of my father in love, as I pressed and I felt numb for a minute, I say again, the life of stumbling across videos like the memories of celebrating my mother-in-law 80th birthday in January of this year of 2025. He stayed alive for this year of 2025. I'm just encouraging somebody who's going to hear and stumble across this live, this video. Somebody is going to know that God is speaking through me to you. I'm speaking to fathers. I'm speaking to sons and daughters, and I'm speaking to people who just won't let live and keep harping on what is dead in their life, even if it's relationships. If they're still living and moving and breathing and still have breath in their body, there is still life in that relationship. There is still life in that relationship. Grief is a tricky thing. It's a tricky thing. And sometimes I feel like I'm angry. I get mad at how some of my loved ones left here and the ages and the stages of life when some of them didn't even get a chance to experience life. But yet you are here up under the sound of my voice. You are still here and you are in this position to experience life. To live it in abundance, in the full, until it overflows. You have that ability. You have that opportunity. And sometimes we just have to breathe again. To breathe again in that relationship. To breathe again in that moment. To breathe again in forgiveness. Breathe again in the grief. So when I was able to just grasp on and just take a breath, I remembered the times. And I said, I'll just cherish and I'll live on, and he will live on through, Mr. Evans will live on through the memories. We will love him through our memories. So I lift up every heart that is heavy in this time, because I know that you all experience the loss of a loved one. And I just want to lift up your heart. I see you, Cousin Robert. I see you out there. Are you still with me? I think about your mother, my dear Aunt Flossie. I remember her passing. It was cold. It was around this time of year, and I remember that. So my heart goes out to you. I hear you. I see you, my dear cousin, my brother, cousins, first cousins is like brothers. I love you, Robert. Love you. But I think about the passing of my loved ones. And I started at the top of the hour with the words that comfort me, and it's still comforting me. The words that God gave me in this same time of the year. My grandmother suffered. My dear grandmother, Ruby Lee Blake, in the year of 2000, suffered a massive stroke in November, a few days after Thanksgiving in the year of 2000. And as God prepared me to come to celebrate the life with my family, he gave me those comforting words. And today, I offer those words up to you all. Amazing grace, how sweet it sounds, because it will be a time that we will be able to see our loved ones again. So, family and friends, pray for me as I pray for you. I need you to survive. This is hard, and I just thank God that I'm able to press through and make it through this live. Still very emotional, but tapping into the emotion and strength that God has given me in being able to go through the process and feel and think and not suppress. But just check on your loved one. If you can't check on them anytime, just check on them. Don't let them stay alone and grieve alone, that they will internalize. But God, help us to be there so that we can celebrate with each other and be thankful for this time, for this hour, that we are still here. Grief is a tricky thing. I want to go back and read my notes if I could find them. Maybe I could go to my page so y'all may hear it chime in. Where is my Facebook? If I click on that, is it going to go on my page? Yeah, hopefully it'll go on my page. Just once. Okay, let's see if I could go on my page. Okay, let's see. Yeah. So, I just wanted to just take time and not just, because some people may only stay on here a few minutes to, on my live just to see what it was and keep moving. But I want to say this. Grief is tricky. You never know when the wave of the stage will come. But it helps when we can recognize them. With recognition of the stages, it will aid you in the navigation. With the help of our loved ones and with the help of the Lord and other loved ones around, you will make it through. Yes, you will make it through, my friend. You will make it through. And to just go over quickly the 5 stages of grief. The 5 stages of grief. We tend to go through the stage of denial. We be in disbelief. How many times have we heard you say that I just can't believe it, I just can't accept it. We even avoid, we don't go to funerals or we don't go to repasts. We just try to ignore that the loved one is going on. We may make places a shrine, but we can still accept that they're going on and live through the memory of them. And then we have the stage where we may be bargaining, God, why not me? Why them? Why not me? Bargaining with God. I've heard of people even dying of a broken heart. Especially those spouses. So God, I even lift my mother-in-law. I lift Miss Gracie heart up to you right now, God. They have been together long as I've been alive. And God, I ask you to just take her heart and massage her right now. I send the word to her heart that you will heal her, Lord. Yes, bargaining. And then there's a stage where we are angry. We're angry with God. We're angry with the person that if a person who had suffered, we have suffered a loss because someone took that person's life or of some kind of negligence. Oh, we could be angry. I mean, sometimes we could be angry with God because we feel like we didn't have enough time, and we prayed and we asked God to heal our loved one. And we asked our God to protect, them and our children, and things still happening. They're no longer with us, and we are angry. And then there's depression. There's depression. There's days that's so dark, but there's a word that I heard in a song that I heard. And it say, weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. God, I send your word to the hearts of those who may be suffering in this time and may be depressed because their loved one has gone on. God, be with them. Be with them. Be with them like no other God can. We send the word. Say thee sent the word and it healed thee. Amen. And then there comes that final stage, and we may vacillate through stage 1 and stage 2 and stage 3. And I'm saying 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5. But here again, remember, grief is very tricky. It knows no order. But we get to this place of acceptance. And when we accept it, we can embrace the memories, as I shared with you all earlier this evening. I'm going to vacillate in the memories that I had, that I knew Mr. Evans and Pops. I will see you again. Because I know that it's not too late to clean my slate, and I trust that I will see you again. I will see you again. I will see you again. So I say, sleep, my friend. Sleep, my friend. I pray a time and again, asking the Lord to forgive me of my sins and hope that I will see you again. Pops, I salute you. This is for you. This is for your daughter, Latricia, a.k.a. Teresa. Facebook family and friends, I'm out. I love you all. I'll see you next week because we definitely have something to be thankful for on our Thinking Full Thursday segment. Next Thursday is Thanksgiving. So I hope to see you all. We're going to just take a time to just be thankful. So this has been our listening party segment. Remember, grief is a tricky thing. The stages come in no order. We may be angry, we may be in denial, we may be sad with depression, we may be bargaining and blaming, but at the end of the day, there will become a place of acceptance, and we know that weeping may endure for a night, but all we know that joy come in the morning, and we know that all things work together for the good for them who love the Lord and for those who are called. Your life is purpose. Your life is purpose, family. Your life is purpose, my friends. I'll see you the next time.